greatest champions. As that's an Urgot, an old Keen special. That'd be fun.
Yeah, interesting. One thing I really don't like about the Lulu is I feel like Galio works so fantastically as like follow-up engage.
True.
But you need someone to lead the charge, and you know, as much as Xin Zhao can go in, he even has an ability called Audacious Charge.
He does.
You can't hold people in place until you have your knockup ready, and it's sometimes difficult to stack that up immediately.
Whoa.
Lee Sin coming in for HamBak quickly, so a lot of confidence in that pick. Definitely feels like Genji have quite a sort of defensive counter dive sort of comp, like if you come into them. But mostly they are like, okay, you need to run into us. We want to hold our ground. We want to have control of an area.
As Canyon is now down here on this wave to look for a kill onto Morgan.
Now,
and he is Jax, but he's also Jax. Like it's gonna be tough. They're waiting for him to press his buttons, but they may not even need to. As Counter-Strike does finally come up. The turret's getting frustrating as another dive here towards the top side. Polu tanks as much as he possibly can. And yes, there's the death of Morgan towards the bottom side as the Sonic Wave. Oh God! Ooh. Calculated this time from Hive.
Genji's dive on the bot side. So the thing they do here is Juro leads with the Polymorph. Canyon stacks up his Q, so 1 auto on the tower, 2 auto, Polymorph, knock up, and he nearly dies before he even gets to Counter-Strike.
Yep.
They then wait their time, they let their tower reset, and then it's so easy there just to finish off.
And somehow Dura didn't get it with that Glitter Lance that was coming in right when he was dying.
Yeah, I know he wants to steal Ruler's Penta, but that wasn't close to a Penta. He's just trying to steal his kill there. Here, Hype doesn't let the tower fully cool down, and it gets a little bit dangerous, but the health pot was running the entire time, so maybe...
Oh, HamBak now moving over towards the dragon.
Great angle.
Yeah. Keen's just teleported in as well. They're expecting him near these grubs, but HamBak's going to come down towards his bottom side. Good disdain to get Keen out of there, but the safeguard forward, Tempest and Cripple. And the Q is going to miss, but I have a feeling Keen is still dead. There it is, Leap Strike and the Empower, and that is the kill. Just putting their sandals on immediately.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those scenarios where you'll have the upgrade before people have their tier 2 boots. And here, yeah, just really overextended. Was a good flip, though, from Keen. And then they're just autoing and holding the Q. He does dodge it in the end, but just not enough, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's nicely. It feels like it does a lot of damage.
It does skills with MR as well, so yeah, you actually just get a boost from that too. Oh.
Speaking of which, we're going to be able to check it out here as the Crashdown is going to connect onto Chovy. The flash forward, it picks up Canyon, but he's immediately able to press that ultimate. Piercing arrow coming in, doesn't really get too much there as Chovy maybe didn't want a Justice Punch in that direction. Morgan got over here. No one's dead yet, which all that sort of stuff can be a little bit of trouble. Bro gonna move in. All right, Arrow is gonna find Ruler in the back line. Completely insane here as Morgan now diving forward. Finds the Counter-Strike. The kick is gorgeous onto Ruler as well, and he'll even find the Q. Chovy manages to take down the Pigeon on the back end of the fight.
But with these lane assignments, I feel like they favor Bro having the Jax in
Ruler gonna walk into it. He didn't see it, has to cleanse towards this fight as well. That heroic entrance gonna be an opportunity as Polu taking a lot of poke damage. The Rip Carol being thrown down in the middle of this one as well, just to create chaos. Great kick out, but now can they actually win the fight? That's the question. As Polu, the Flash Magnus Storm, but just gets thrown out of there. Beautiful mitigation. Hail of Arrows coming down though. Arakan getting lower and lower. Can HamBak make something happen? That's the question as Chovy looking to get in position so that he can press that ult button and not get interrupted. Okay, Keen, are you just going to disdain forward? He is. Let's see how much damage he can actually take here as Polu just gets obliterated. HamBak gets into the backline, but I don't know about that one. Lands another Q, gets the flash kick to take down the Urgot, and now it's Closer's turn to do that damage. He rips through them as Ruler now in the back of this Baron pit, and look at Morgan. Yeah, he might have been adorable there when he was polymorph, but now he's flashing on your face and taking you down. The Hail of Arrows. As Chovy now moves in, Arrow going to connect onto the Galio here as Hype just standing forward. And the Q is going to connect from HamBak as he moves on in. I don't know about this one, Genji. It's a little bit scary, but they have Keen moving up a little bit earlier. Teleport's available for both of them. And they've taken over the Arakan. The ebb and flow of this fight, though, you can see now Morgan moving in, spots the teleport. Might see that this is the time. Magnus Storm, this time finally working up, but the polymorph is gorgeous. Onto Morgan into the backline. He's stunned forever, but he still has access to that Counter-Strike. and he's still going to be feared beyond death. Closing it to them 4 people with the ultimate, and now Hype, can you do it? Can you be the savior? Can you be the hero? The flash is so good, and the Bloodthirster keeps him alive. It's 1-up on both sides, Chovy versus Hype. So, not wanting to deal with this Galio. And let's have a look at the fight one more time. Does Otacon actually go down? I don't think he does.
No, and credit to Juro here. Interrupts the Rel crash down, polymorphs Morgan before he gets in, who then gets rooted. The peel is great, and this is Genji doing what that comp wants to do. But they've been a lot of tools here. And Closer, he does get stopped initially by a short taunt, but that shuffle!
God, yeah,
and
wasn't quite onto 5, but...
Guys, Lee Sin is not the pick you expect to be getting in the mixer and team fighting like a beast at this point of the game, but HamBak is just on point.
He is so good, and then Hype is the benefactor. And you've got Ruler just clearing waves in the mid lane as Hype. Yeah, I don't know whether you're really going to find too much value there as stuck by the Fear Beyond Death. But the real problem here for Bro is losing these turrets. Is never mind, Hype is just going to find Canyon. He's just dead. Okay, now a big teleport to come forward. The Emperor's Divide comes down. He's thrown into the blender, quite literally. But now HamBak looking for Keen, looking for the opportunity. And Chovy, he's gone golden, but Hype is still at full health. Can he get the DPS? That's the question as Morgan. He dives in. He's got the counter-strike again, and HamBak is a monster on this Lee Sin. Chovy almost kills all of them.
I mean, as well, but sustain this trio has that can heal up. So, I mean, this is just flawlessly played. The ult from Hype, they kick Canyon out of the Galio ult, so Chovy's ult doesn't get any value. But then this extended play, this choke is flawless for Chovy and Keen. The fear is big, the taunts that come in are big, but the DPS from Hype is consistent. Those lack of sums doesn't cause an issue.
And look at HamBak now. So he's over here, gets knocked up, flashes over the wall, finds another Q.
He's just playing so well. He's just so good. Honestly, and the thing is as well, because it's this tank Galio,
it just hasn't been a very good time for us going up to
coming in. I think they want to be there.
There's too much DPS. There's so much DPS here. 3 items on Closer, one of them being a death cap, as now Polo's trying to move them out of the way. The first arrow to miss, but Otacon goes down, so who cares if the bros are going to die? As Closer just throws Chovy over the wall. He tries the heroic entrance and is going to successfully do so, but he's still not in a great position because look at Hype. He's able to free hit another kick to death here from HamBak. Rolling and all this stuff. Bro are just playing insanely well.
Genji, honestly, I mean, it's Bro with some of the best league we've seen so far in the LCK Cup. And now looking at ending the game.
Yeah, Keen is probably just dead. Wild Growth is kind of fantastic as Canyon gets into that backline, but he's going to be destroyed. No one can touch Hype right now as he is actually going to be sent back home. But there it is. Bro pick up an unprecedented 2-0 over Genji.
Honestly, it is legitimately such a hard decision on him who to give POM to.
And also, like, how are you going to top your POM comment from yesterday?
Oh yeah, true.
That's going to be a tough one. You'll have to think about that one after we do get off air. Oh man, I'm still just trying to collect myself, still trying to figure out what this means, whether it means anything or whether it means the world.
It means everything.
It does.
To the fans, to the Bro taxpayers, but also I think this team, it looked like the confidence has been shaken in their first couple of games. That confidence is back.
Yeah, the energy that we saw at the Kesper Cup wasn't there, but look at these.